Okay, welcome back. This is Caleb again, and just picking up where we left last time. First off, this issue is gonna be about very basic training and just basically getting started. So, in my humble opinion, there really is no way around becoming a traveling salesman. You cannot start out as a station docked trader. It's really tough, and uh, the growth curve is really steep, so it'll take too long. So what you basically need to do is that you have to get into trading with a ship. So let's see how we do this. First off, we need a new ship type because this little one actually won't hold anything, and your newbie ship is even worse. So just to show you, this one has a capacity of 236 cubic meters, which is really not enough because most items will be at least a cubic meter, and then you really need to be able to travel with a lot of volume to get any profit margins. So what we really want to do is we want to find out what type of ship we can actually use for this. Now I just happen to know that we should use an industrial, and the ship types are here, and then you have all these ships, and then we have the industrial ships, and I'm actually in Turkey, so I'll need the Galende. I'll go here, and we'll need an ERUDAN 1 because at present moment we aren't even skilled yet. So let's see, what are their prices? Well, they're not too bad. 500,000, and that's only one jump away. And this one here is 491,000. Well, let's just buy this one. Now I just happen to have gotten an allowance from someone I know. I'll show you that later on. So let's buy this one. Done. And the ship goes here. Oh, sorry. Now I can't find my ship. Well, I'll go to the assets, and I'll go to solar system and see what I actually have lying around here. Oh, it went to the Federation Navy, of course. So basically what I want to do is well, let's not do that. There's no reason for us to actually go there because I can't fly that ship yet because I am not skilled for it. And you can see that here. I'll go to Galende. There we go. Galende Industrial, no skill. So show info. Prerequisites. We need Spaceship Command level 3, and we need Galende Frigate level 3. We have neither of those. So since we don't even have the skill, we actually need the skill as well. So I just happen to know where we can go get that. So let's undock. There we are. And when you get outside, I really want to show you a little trick because this is something you'll need a lot later on. You can see here's your overview, and what you want to do is you want to go find yourself a Stargate, click on it, right click on it, and add Stargate to overview. There we go. And now you have the Stargate here. So I just happen to know this place where we can get a lot of skills. So we'll go to people and places, solar system, and this one, and right click, set destination, and we close these. Now you'll notice that the autopilot actually shows the route and shows up here in yellow on the Stargate. You can just click on it and warp to. This will be very useful for you to make fast travels. Well, while I was away, I did some preparations to actually get us started. So let's go to our transactions and look what I've actually been doing. And we'll move back in time. You can see there's been a lot of transaction. I've been buying stuff. This was where we left off, with me doing the wrong thing. Actually buying titanium at 4 and selling it back at 3.8. Not a really good way to make business. And then I got into some titanium trading. Bought some titanium. I bought 1,000 at 3.8, which is a rather nice price. It shouldn't be a problem actually selling it back at 4 and 4.1. So giving you a nice little margin there. Basically, I mostly trade in the high volume stuff like minerals, because I know that I'll always be able to get in and out of that business. So what I did was I actually started trading some of the really high-end minerals, because my ship is rather small. So in order to be able to transport it, I need something that's low volume and high price. And we'll just jump to Beret. There we are. And I had my allowance when I went there and visited some of those market discussion people in the lounge. And I put up some orders for Citrin and Megasite, because that's really some of the most expensive mineral types. And I actually also put up an order for Morphite. And you'll be able to see that now I've ranged my orders, so it's got scattered all over the place, which is not that bad. I actually just have to go and pick it up. Here we got the Morphite, about 100 units, and bought at 8,430, which is a really nice price. But we'll get to that later. Now we just have to go get our skills. What I'm also showing here is that you will always be doing a lot of stuff at once, and this is one of the most basic things in EVE, that you're never just doing one thing. You're always got projects on the back burner and always doing something actively and something that's just running in the background, especially when you trade. So let's check our wallet. And we got the transactions. And you see I just bought the industrial, the ERUDAN. And we'll go to the journal. And let's see all types. And then you'll be able to see that I actually got my allowance from myself. And I transferred another allowance here to make this trading video. Then I did some cheating, because as you'll notice, there's a market transaction from my main character here and here, and I'll show you more detail on that later. So now we are in Bill, where there's a university, so I can actually get skill books. Let's just clean up this place. I don't need to see the custom majors and all the NPC ships, so remove from overview. There we go. Cleaned it up a bit. And then I need to go to the university, so I'll right click somewhere in space, go to stations, and University of Kale, and duck. What you also need to do now is actually you need to strategize on what skills to train. And we did take a look at trading skills, and as I said, you're ultimate goal should be to actually get your trading skills up to the total of approximately 8.5 million, but that's far into the future. You also need to focus a lot on spaceship command, so you'll actually be able to fly your ships, and you need some navigation skills to be able to have faster alignment to stargates and faster warp and better capacitor consumption. So let's just quickly look at that. Have them here. Got your trading, and you have your spaceship command, and you have your navigation. And what we actually would like to do is get some of those skills. So the afterburner will actually make things nice. So let's right click on that one, view market details, and sort by range. There we go. And university, and we buy one of those. Yes, please. What then? Let's close this up again. That was afterburner. Do we need warp drive operations? No, not right away. So let's go to spaceship command. We really need to be able to fly that industrial. So where is it? There it is. Calendar industrial. Right click, view market details, and there it is. Add station. Buy this. Yes, please. Done. So now we've bought the two skills that we actually needed. So let's just pick them up, put them in our ship, and there it is. And let's go back home. You'll be doing a lot of this. So let's go to people and places. We want to go back to Mies. Like so. Right click, set destination, close, and using the overview to travel. Let's get a little familiarized with the market while we wait. We have all these different types of items we can actually buy. Let's just do the jumping. And double click, go there, like so. This is your trade goods, and you might want to get into this because this is actually a nice passive market to trade. So you'll be looking for good trade options. And let's see if there might be something in this region. Let's go for industrial goods. You really need to familiarize yourself with the basic prices and the price movements of these items to be able to find your really good trade items. So let's go look at carbon, and you can see there's some demands at 380 and prices are lowest prices. Let's sort it. Lowest prices are 332, so we could actually fill up our cargo with some of this and then go move it to one of these locations and get a nice little revenue. But that's basically what you would be doing if you needed to do the shipping trades. So we'll get into that at some point. let's keep jumping. And our last leg on this little trip. And you will notice that I actually set this training. I started training the spaceship command skill because, as we saw on the industrial info, we needed both of these to level 3 to actually be able to fly the industrial. So just working on level 2 on this one, and then after that it's level 3 on both the frigate and the spaceship command. Then we'll be able to fly our industrial. And we're home. And let's remove these faction drones. Bye. And we need to dock. I usually do this by going to my assets, and then I'll find the one where I actually have all my stuff. You'll see here is my newbie ship. So I'll just right click on this and say dock. This is also a preferred way to do it when you're trading, because you'll have stuff scattered all over the place. So what you will do is you will look for the deliveries of goods that's actually worth picking up. You can see on these 4 stations I got my ERUDAN lying over there waiting till I got skills, and not really valuable stacks at the moment. There's some small stacks here, might pick those up, and then most of it is actually here. I'm looking at this asset thing in solar system range, and if I go to constellation range, I'll be able to see the whole list of all my assets at present moment, because that is actually all except for the beginner area in Renan where started out. Oh, sorry, in Purinj, of course, there it is. I got the newbie stuff lying around over there, but I don't need to see that, so back to constellation, and we'll close this one. So what did I do? Well, I started buying some minerals, and now I'll be able to show you a few tricks about stockpiling. So basically what this is that when you get into investment of this kind, you want to place your buy orders low and your sell orders high. This is the basic way to make trade. So what I'll do is that I will go to Citrin and view market details and check the orders. So I'll see that this is actually arranged these prices and these prices, and we covered this last time. So what I did was I placed an order. Let's see the transactions. Go to my wallet and transactions, and load. And you'll see that I've been buying this at 1786.96. So I will of course need to sell that. At the current station, I'll sort by range. It's sold for 2,200, and that's actually the best price in the system. The closest is 1,800. So what I would do is I would right click this, say sell and advanced, and just to compete with the lowest price already there, I'll sell it at 2,000. And let's sell 100 of those. Then we have the sales tax, and the broker's fee. So there's actually a small loss there. Most of the time I'm not really paying attention to that, because when you trade high volumes it's not really noticeable, and it won't be something that impact your income until you really get up to the high numbers. So let's just sell that. There we go. And let's look at Megasite. Same procedure. View market details. And it's 3,450 in the system. And one jump away it's at 3,100 approximately. So let's just compete with the system price. Right click. Sell this item. Advanced. And let's sell it for 3,100. Let's sell 50. And done. So now we have the best price in system on both of these mineral types. Then it's basically just a waiting game. And then I'm going to show you a little bit about stockpiling from your assets. Well, you'll be able to go and check that your orders are here. There's your sell orders. I actually compete with myself, as you'll notice, which is not a bad thing, because you want to have different prices on different stacks in the system at all times to actually motivate players to come buy your stuff. So let's see what's going on with my transactions. This is a little trick I use. I'll notice that I actually sold these stacks of Megasite and Citrin, and what I then want to do is that I really want to restock on this immediately, because since I've already got this sold, then I really want it back so I can keep working on the stacks. So I'll right click the transaction, go to market details, and then I'll sort by prices. And one jump away it's 2,900, that's the lowest price. And what did I get for this? I got 3,400, 125 units. So I'll basically want that back. So let's right click on the lowest price, buy this at that price, 125, and buy. So I got my stock back. Let's see what else got sold. The Citrin got sold as well, so let's restock on that too. Right click, view details, and it's sorted by price. We really don't want to fly 6 jumps, so the first one is out of the question. The next one is one jump away. That's pretty nice. Let's resupply. Buy this, 250, and buy. And you've already gotten your profit. So let's close this, go to the transactions, and let's look at Megasite. So go to the item type and write Megasite, spell it correctly, like so. And you see we've been buying it at 29.75 or 2,900, and we sold it back at 3,450, and then we restocked it at 2,994. Oh, 3,000. So you'll already be able to see your profit there. Let's see how that looks with Citrin, like so. And same thing, 1675 is what I get it for, and 1780ish, and then I resold it at 2,200, and I restocked the supply at 1,700. Most of the time you might actually want to do it in 2 parts, where you actually resupply half of it instantly, and then you resupply the other half by making a lasting order. So let's try doing that. View market details. Now we did get the whole stock, but let's just put in a more permanent buy order. And the green numbers say 1700 actually is the buy orders that reaches, so place a buy order. Let's say we want to buy this at 1800, and we really want to get our stack up to 500, so we'll buy 250 and 1 week duration, and let's just say 1 jump range, and done. Now you'll notice that the price I actually just put in actually reached the sellers, so I will actually have gotten the supply already, and it always chooses the closest station, so 1 jump away. Well, then of course you can also do the reverse. When you've gotten stacks at this price, you can resupply the market from your stock, and that's done by looking at the price that someone sold it to you, then going to your stock at the station, and then you just right click it. Oh, let's do the right one, and view market details, and sort by range, and the price at the station is 2000. We just did that one, so let's resupply 25 more. We just got it at 1800, so let's just sell it back at 1950, like so. And let's leave the stock trading at that. So next time I'll get back to this, I'll be explaining the graphs. So till then, bye.